So here we are, guys, again with the C8 Corvette Z06 in our never-ending expedition to add more carbon fiber to this thing. Extreme Online Store has us covered. We got a couple different parts to add, and two of them start here on the front bumper. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the vlog. Thanks for pressing play. Today, as you can see behind me, we have the C8 Corvette Z06. Yeah, we're gonna get this thing completely covered in carbon fiber. Let's do it. With Extreme Online Store, guys, like I said, we are gonna start at the front, and these are the parts we have in carbon fiber right here. So this part from GM is something like $3,000, and you can get it for a lot less than that with Extreme Online Store. Check out the link in the description down below. But in order to get these replaced, the front bumper does have to come off. So we're gonna go ahead and remove it for you guys right now. The first step is gonna be to go ahead and remove all the trim panels here. And it gives you access to the T15s that we're gonna need to remove on the top of the bumper. Next, we're gonna come under the car, guys, and we have a whole bunch of T15 screws that have to come out. So all the way down along here, all the way on the center part there, and in the front, all of these have to come out because these panels actually will pull out, so we have access to the bolts that are underneath it. So with all of the panels removed from underneath, like I said, a lot of T15, a lot of T7 screws. We're then gonna go ahead and remove these T7 or 7mm screws, sorry, right here, right here, right here, right there, and right there. And this is on both sides. After you're done at the bottom, we're gonna come into the inner fender well here. We're gonna remove a couple more T15s on each side. So once the bolts are out of the fender, we're gonna come up in the fender well there, and you can see that electrical connector on the passenger side and driver's side. We need to undo that electrical connector. There is also a 7mm bolt that will be right there. So right where the bumper splits from the fender here, there's a 7mm nut that goes, or bolt that goes right there. So after you get the electrical connectors on both sides, you can actually just grab the bumper here and pull it out, and it will decouple basically from the fender here. We're gonna do the same thing right here, pull up, and it will decouple from there, and then we should be able to just pull the bumper straight off of the car. With the bumper off, guys, we can start working on getting the EOS pieces on here. So they're gonna follow this line right here. A bunch of clips, more clips, and then ultimately another clip here at the end. We're gonna do that on both sides to get that carbon fiber part on. So these clips come out pretty easily. You can just take a screwdriver and push the center of it in and then down, and it will pop right out. So push in the center and then down. There we go. And just pop it out. Just like that. And these are going to be reused for the new one. And here's the difference, guys. So the carbon flash one at the top is the stock piece. Carbon fiber at the bottom there is the EOS piece. Real easy. Actually held in with 5 clips. You may actually be able to do this without removing the bumper, to be honest with you, but I already had the bumper off for other mods, so it's easier for me to do it this way. But at the same time, these 5 clips you could possibly access through the front grille. So let's go ahead and pop the new one on. So the bumper's upside down, but you can see the carbon flash part there versus the carbon fiber part on this side. It fits really well, and it snapped right into place just like the stock one. I'm pretty impressed so far. Now with the new one, you can clearly see we got 1, 2, 3, and 4 clips. That's all that holds this thing into place. So not super difficult to install, but based on the location of the clips, there's one right there, and there's one under here, right there, and then there's 2 over here. This one would be the most difficult, I think, to get. Actually, maybe this one, if you didn't take the bumper off. So I think you're gonna have to take the bumper off, but either way, after the bumper's off, these are really easy to install. All right, and the passenger side is done. We have clip there, clip here, and one there. That's it. And again, we can see it from the other side here. You can see real nice carbon fiber. Should look really cool once the bumper is flipped over and put on. And here's an update from the front, guys. Carbon fiber looking really nice against that black exterior paint. Again, these are priced really well. I believe they're $1,000 from EOS versus a $3,000 option almost from GM. And they're the exact same things. So save yourself some money on your build. get them after the fact. It's gonna look really good with the carbon fiber splitter, carbon fiber dive planes. This thing is going to be carbon fibered out.
The next day.
All right, guys, so we got the EOS carbon fiber installed here, and of course you can see it right here. Very OEM looking and at a fraction of the cost. You are literally saving $1,300 off of the GM option, and it's the same exact thing. If you're gonna take off your bumper to do any kind of installs, like the scrape armor radiator grill guards or anything like that, you can do this yourself and save yourself 1,300 bucks. And look at that again. It's perfect. Now, what's even better is that EOS sent us something else that we were missing, and I actually ordered the car thinking it came with this option, but it didn't. So if we pop the trunk here, or the engine bay basically, the engine appearance package usually comes with the lights and the carbon fiber pieces right here. Unfortunately, they changed it in a way that I didn't realize at first, that the engine lighting didn't include this anymore, so I didn't get the carbon fiber pieces, but I'm kind of glad I didn't. Because again, GM wants $1,000 just for those pieces. And luckily, our friends over at EOS, Extreme Online Store, again, sell these things in 100% stock looking form. Carbon fiber through and through, so if you take one of these and flip it over, you can still see the carbon fiber weave. This is not plastic, it's not a carbon fiber laminate, it's literally carbon fiber all the way through. And these are around $500 versus the $1,000 from GM. And they're super freaking easy to install. 2 screws and a tab, that's it. But it's gonna look amazing on the car because we're already kind of carbon fibered out, and why not a little bit more in the engine bay. Once again, just like the front fangs or whatever you want to call those things, you can buy these on my website as well. They will ship directly from Extreme Online Store. Check out the link in the description down below. But let's go ahead and get these installed. We'll start on the driver's side. What we can do is just kind of mock this thing up real quick to see which screws we need to remove. And right off the bat, look at that. It wants to fit in there even without removing the screws first. But now we know we need to remove this screw and only one up front. So there's 2 back here and 2 up front. We only need 1 and 1. And then of course those screws will be reused to reinstall it. And the screws we remove here are going to be a T40 or a Torx head bit. Just like that. Now we will obviously want to pay attention to this tab here because this does slide in on this side first. And just like that. Now all we gotta do is just put the bolts back in and we are ready to go. One of the easiest mods of the day. I'm gonna turn the torque down on my impact gun here just so we don't crack anything. And then just send these screws home. That's it, guys. We are officially dressed up. Now, obviously, we're going to do the passenger side same way, and then we're done. Big thank you, big thumbs up to EOS, guys. Extreme Online Store. You can buy all their stuff on my website. Again, check that link in the description down below. And there is still more to come. Just to give you a better view of the little slot, which is right there, that the engine dress-up part is going to fit into before the screws. So we'll just slide it right in there first. Just like that. And there you have it, guys. That is one fully dressed engine. Obviously, this is part of the engine appearance or engine dress-up package that GM offers. Now it looks like it is straight from GM with the carbon fiber parts on the side. We have some more carbon fiber coming for the engine bay, of course, from Extreme Online Store. They really knock it out of the park with the quality of their carbon fiber, but check that out. Literally just saved $500 just for getting it from EOS instead of GM. And it gives you a little bit of a satisfaction thing. Even though that wasn't a hard install, it's still nice to be able to do this kind of stuff yourself on your beautiful Z06. All right, guys, lastly, on the EOS carbon fiber front, we have these. Now, you're probably asking yourselves, well, Justin, what the heck are those? But these are perfectly laid out carbon fiber pieces again, and I'm about to show you where they go. And yeah, look at that. Really, really nice weave. Carbon fiber through and through. We're about to apply these. Hey, Onyx, say hi to the camera. So specific to the Z06, there are these aerodynamic, we'll call them, ventilation holes or pass-throughs on the rear bumper, whatever you want to call them. You can see the tire right through them. They kick up a lot of stuff through there, rocks and whatnot. These things fit right in there. So just like this, that's going to go right in there just like that. And it's just going to give it a little touch of carbon fiber, a little bit of a dress up, thanks to our friends over at EOS. So let's go ahead and get that applied. So we cleaned up this area with rubbing alcohol, just around the edges there, because that's where the double-sided tape is going to be. Now we're just going to push it on there and hold it in place for a couple seconds. That's it. That's the extent of this carbon fiber install. So again, guys, Extreme Online Store, really knocking it out of the park with their carbon fiber. You can buy all this stuff in the description down below, straight from my website, but it will ship directly from EOS. All right, guys, there it is. All done, both sides, carbon fibered up. It's kind of hard to see in this light, but you can actually see the carbon fiber weave a good bit from the side especially. Super easy to install. Kind of an interesting product, nothing that I've seen anywhere else. All kinds of carbon fiber going on the Z06, but yeah, there's still more to come. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this installment of EOS carbon fiber. There's Onyx again. Say hi. Does Onyx approve of the carbon fiber? Well, it looks like he does.
Yep, he likes it.
All right, so anyway, guys, smash that thumbs up button if you liked what you saw. If you want to buy any of the products that we talked about today, check out the link in the description down below. You can buy them right from my website, but they'll ship directly from Extreme Online Store. It just helps out the channel. Subscribe if you haven't yet, guys, and as always, I will catch you in the next upload.
Did he look cute? Let me see him real quick.